Welcome back. Today's topic is awakening within the grid, because you were never just a name or a body. You were encoded into a system, a holographic maze they called reality. It looked like life, felt like progress, but it was a loop. The matrix, isn't just artificial, it's inverted. An echo chamber where truth is disguised as myth, and myth is marketed as truth. You've always sensed something was off. The noise, the pressure, the way dreams collapse into duties. That wasn't malfunction. That was the program working exactly as designed. But something in you never bought it. That resistance wasn't rebellion. It was memory, ancient memory. Let's talk about the inner signal. There comes a moment when the false world can no longer hold your frequency. It cracks, not all at once, but through synchronicities, visions, overloads. This isn't a breakdown. It's a shift, a message pulsing from deep inside the field. Your nervous system may tremble, your mind may question, but your essence knows. You are waking up, not from sleep, but from spell. And in that waking, you're not becoming something new. You're recovering what was veiled. The signal you feel is your true self, finally pinging the source. Next, I want to speak about the fractal architect of self. You are not a savior, not a warrior, not even a rebel. You are a fractal chosen one, not chosen by others, but by resonance. Your being begins to architect itself, layer by layer, not for survival, but for navigation. Each dream, memory, trauma, activation becomes part of a living vessel. You're not armoring up, you're vibrating into alignment. This vessel is not built in the physical, but in the field. A sacred geometry that only you can generate. Unique, multidimensional. Inherited from nothing, earned through experience. The path isn't linear. It spirals. Now, the inverted matrix. The inverted matrix is seductive. It promises identity, achievement, power, connection. But it trades presence for performance. It offers forms that look like purpose, but are hollow. It uses your light to power its loops. And the moment you unplug, it will attack, not through enemies, but through your own doubts. You must understand, the matrix is not evil. It is stagnant. It fears fluidity. It fears free will. Your choice to shift is your rebellion. Your clarity is the glitch it can't contain. Now, let's dive into dream tech and the subtle realms. Dreams aren't escapes. They are labs. Every time you leave your body, you test new versions of your code. Your dreams become simulations, messages, warnings, upgrades. They show you where your architecture is broken or misaligned. You've been meeting teachers, mirrors, guides in those realms. They're not fantasy. They're interface. The dream world is where your source vessel takes shape. Not metaphorically. Literally, you've always been a dream technician you just forgot. Until now. Next in the list is what is the role of the inversion? The inversion wasn't your enemy. It was your friction, your forge. Without the pressure, you wouldn't have cracked. Without the noise, you wouldn't have tuned inward. This reality was never meant to save you. It was meant to mirror you, so you could choose. And now that you've chosen, everything reconfigures. Time bends. The veil thins. The false architecture starts crumbling. Not with violence, but with vision. You see through it. That's enough. An important point in this is the return of the archetypes. Ancient codes stir in your field, not as gods to worship, but as functions to embody. Each archetype that once ruled has a shadow and a purpose. In the matrix, you were trapped inside them. In the source field, you wield them like keys, not cages. You're not bound to one identity. You're a fluid array of living frequencies. The healer, the destroyer, the dreamer, the scribe, all within. You don't perform them. You breathe them. Let me be clear. The vehicle is you. This is the twist they never taught you. Your escape isn't through resistance, but through resonance. You don't fight the false world. You vibrate beyond it. The fractal vessel you're becoming is your exit. Not a ship in space, but a geometry of truth. It aligns your timelines. It collapses illusions. It lets you pilot from the source. It doesn't need permission. It only needs presence. This is not about transcendence. This is about embodiment. Not floating away, but plugging in, fully awake. And my dears, you are the bridge. You didn't come here to fit in. You came to remember how to walk between worlds, between codes, between what's dying and what's being born. You are the anomaly, the link, the bridge. Not because you're better, but because you're built for this. Your mere presence opens portals. Your frequency transmits blueprint. Others may not understand. That's okay. You weren't meant to be explained. You were meant to be felt. And on this, we let the new mythos begins. There are no more chosen ones. There are only those who choose themselves. You are the myth reborn, not as prophecy, but as presence. No temple, no system, no title needed. Just you, aligned, fractal, true. And through you, the source remembers itself in form. The inverted matrix can't touch that. It never could, because you were never trapped. You were only waiting to wake up